Yeah, welcome, Dominique. How are you?
Welcome. Hello, Zurich.
So it's not the first time for you to be here?
No.
No. She's born in Morocco and raised in France.
No. I'm born in France.
Born in France?
Yeah.
Well.
Yes.
So that's her heart. Yes, talking about your mottos. You are convinced that food is an art and life is a poem. And a specialty and a very kind gesture is that you are, instead of a classical menu card, you are writing a poem for your clients, for your guests, in order to get introduced in what is expecting us. Yeah?
That's correct.
That's right. And one line for every dish. Yeah. And every course you're serving has a special feeling.
So complicated.
Yes. So is that complicated? Is that really complicated?
No, nothing is complicated in life.
Yeah.
It's how we make it, right?
So, and you want to keep it simple? No. You want to create a special feeling?
Yes.
Yes. So what do you want your guests to feel? A very special, familiar atmosphere?
Well, Atelier Crenn is the idea of Atelier Crenn was not just to open a restaurant, but it was to create a space where, first of all, an homage to my dad, and it was an homage also of what he taught me in life, which was about respect, diversity, art, conversation, dialogue, nothing about food, but everything about what, as a human, you need to go through life and bring people together. So, so Atelier Crenn is just a space where we want to welcome people, and what better than to create something special and including, also art to it and words, because words matter. So.
Words matters.
Yes.
And as words matters, she's writing the poem for the guests in order to prepare them for the menu. And I wanted to ask you a favor. If you can do us the favor to read one of your poems. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. Share your poetry with us, please.
All right. So I'm not gonna write. I'm not gonna read a poem, a menu poem, but that's the first poem that I wrote when I opened up Atelier Crenn. Well, I wrote that poem long time before, and this is that was presented to the guests at the end. And this is the poem that I wrote when my dad passed away, because that's what Atelier Crenn is about. So, you guys ready? No crying, eh?
Yeah. Now, ladies and gentlemen, a very emotional moment is expecting us.
Okay. Papa Crenn. Sitting on the top of the dune, feeling of beach sand under my toes, looking so far at the blue sea, the sun beaming fiercely on my raw heart. I remember we used to sit here together during those memorable summer days, listening to your stories and laughing at your joke. Those hot summer days, I will hear the echoes of the firework in the sky, scarlet button, golden lozenges, green, yellow, red. Sweat on my face at the tears of my bruises that you imprint when you left me. They are not scars, but signals of just how far I have been and how I will go. With you at my side, I miss you, your daughter. So.
Thank you. Thank you, Dominique, for sharing your feelings with us. would you please share your cuisine with us now?
Okay, sure.
Yes, great. Thank you. So we get started.
This is Felix.
This is Felix Santos, ladies and gentlemen. Yes. And now we start.
So Felix has been with me, how long?
2 years.
2 years.
Yes.
And I think we should tell a little bit of a story about...
Before you start?
Before I start. So
Okay.
for people to understand how people come in and out
Yes.
of Atelier Crenn. And so Felix, tell us, why Atelier Crenn?
So I didn't want to eat at Atelier Crenn, as I've told you. Since then, it was Valentine's Day, and my girlfriend really wanted to go.
You didn't want to go.
I didn't want to go, and she kept persisting, and I didn't want to go. And she kept persisting, and so I decided to just bite the bullet and go eat at Atelier Crenn, and it blew me away. From the very first bite I had, it was one of the most memorable experiences of my entire life. And I later met somebody who worked there, and unbeknownst to Dominique, started working there, and somehow developed quite a relationship. Dominique is very gracious, giving me the opportunity to come out here and do things like this, and all of this started from me not wanting to eat at your restaurant.
Pretty good, huh? So anyway, it's just to give the idea. You know, Atelier Crenn is a place where we want to welcome people, creative people, and it's also a place for them to evolve and to create, but also a place where they can be inspired and inspire others. And it's just kind of a different, maybe, space than other restaurants. It's also a space where we want the cook to be able also to dialogue with the customers. So it's kind of like an exchange that we do every day. So today we're going to present you with a couple of dishes. It's a part of the menu at Atelier Crenn. The actual menu, the spring menu, kind of represents what you will say, a lot of the sea, actually. Yeah. We just came back from Tokyo, so there is a lot of, we love seafood. Obviously, I love seafood because my parents were from Brittany. But this is two important dishes that right now that we have. The first one we're going to do, it's called fish and chips. So when I was a little girl, I fell in love with England. When I was a little girl, I'm still in love with England, but, and so I decided. Oh, by the way, I used to learn. I mean, the second language was supposed to be German, and I was very excited about it. But my teacher didn't like my brother, so she picked on me all the time, and. And so I turned, and then I decided to learn English, and I fell in love with the language. And so I decided to spend a lot of time in England, and I couldn't eat the food in England at the time. It was not that great. But the only thing I could eat was fish and chips. So that's an homage to the fish and chip, English fish and chip that we're going to do, which is going to be totally different. So what we decided to do here, we are also, I want to tell people that Atelier Crenn, the food that we're using at Atelier Crenn, we have a farm. We work with farmers. We believe in sustainable cooking. We also believe on food waste, that we don't like to waste things. And the idea with this dish also, we use the whole fish, but we also use the spine of the fish that often has been thrown away. So this is. Any of you guys have swordfish marrow before? Wow, nobody. So the marrow, we have marrow, as human we have marrow, you know, it's in the bone, you know, and the fish also has marrow, and the animals, the beef and protein have marrow. So this is the spine of the swordfish. So we took the spine of the swordfish, and inside, you don't see it right now, but there is marrow inside. So what we do with it, we grill it for probably 40 minutes. And you want to start to cut it? Okay.
No, start, yeah. Wait.
And then after that, we grill it and smoke it. We extract the marrow from it. So that's a part of the dish. Yeah, go ahead. Felix is going to cut it.
Yeah.
We have this here. So it's very important that to keep everything on ice, especially with the marrow inside. The taste of the marrow is, you're going to see it's the look of it. It's kind of look like a clear ball, very gelatinous. There is no gel in it, but it's pretty amazing. So that's a tiny marrow. This is so cute. Wow, between American swordfish and European swordfish, you know, it's pretty cool. The way American eat, the way European eat also is different. So I'm more European style than American, but I'm not going to go there right now.
So, hat denn jemand hier im Saal schon mal Schwertfischmark
you guys
gegessen?
see it? There is a, see, we cut it here, and there is the marrow inside, and
Es wäre vielleicht interessant, dazu auch mal ein Utensil zu erfinden, mit dem man das extrahieren kann.
This is really, really small. Wow.
Ja. Also ist auch viel Arbeit, wie Sie sehen. A lot of work.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's a lot of work.
Everything is a lot of work,
Yes.
but it's a lot of fun. So,
So everything is fun.
well, I mean, it's very interesting because you see the marrow that we get is like as big like this. This one, can you see it? Look at this. It's so tiny. This is so tiny. This is great. This is amazing.
Crack open one of the-
So
Yeah, just
how
open
many
it,
swordfish do you need?
No, well, usually, I mean, we use the old one, but yeah, crack one.
Two.
Maybe
Normally
we
do
do
two,
this one. Anyway, all right. We get this one. Maybe we see if there is a nice one here. Do you want to do this one, maybe?
Right.
Yeah. All right. So the next step, if we find a marrow, there is, but I'm not sure. This is a great demonstration.
Yes. How many
Where is
swordfishes
the
did you
marrow?
bring?
Okay, so the next one, so this is the fish, and then the chips. So what we do is we get potato.
So this was great what he was doing. Is this a kind of knitting? Is a special technique developed?
Yeah, instead of
Yes.
like just doing just the chips, we make life harder to especially stagiaire people that come to Atelier.
Okay, that's a good idea to think about, yes.
It's like hours of things they do in the morning.
Okay.
I love it. Anyway, so we just...
But it's still fun, I think.
Yeah,
Yes.
take the potato and then we just make a bouquet out of it, and then we poach it in clarified butter. And then after that, we just, let me see if it's cooking or no.
Yeah, just a little bit longer.
Oh, yes, this is better here. Okay. All right. Do you guys see this? Do you guys see this? This is the marrow of the fish. This is a really tiny marrow of the fish. All right. We're going to start to plate. Okay, so...
Smoke.
yeah, just put that here. So what goes with the dish? Everything needs to come together, you know. So when we think about the marrow, we want to make sure that we bring perhaps some acidity with it, and we also want a little bit more, maybe herbaceous. So we serve it with oil that is made with shiso. We also have passion fruit, and so the way we serve it here. And a gelée of what we do at work. We make gelée with we make a lot of vinegar. So leftover vegetable or skin or anything like that, we just make vinegar out of it. And the vinegar, those vinegar are basically the best of kind of a cooking. And that helps us to kind of season the food, to make maybe gel if we want. So we have vinegar from fermented carrot, citrus, anything like in the summer. If we do melon, we get the skin of the melon, and we do a melon vinegar. I mean, we're just having so much fun. We do a lot of fermentation.
So you use everything.
We use everything. You have to use everything.
That's great. Yes.
You know,
so no rubbish.
No rubbish. Yes.
That's it. So it's,
you know, I think it's important as a chef, you know, because we have so much more responsibility than just cooking. You know, if you just want to cook, go to the market, get your stuff, and cook and make the money. It's that's not being a chef. A chef is someone that think before cooking. It's someone that cares about things. It's someone that understands the social economy about when they buy things, you know. So it's not about us, just us, but it's about also the farmers. It's about, you know, the product that we're doing, you know. I mean, there is climate change in this world, and it's, you know, I think there is 40 or 50% of the climate change is due with the food.
Yes, and it's kind of
industrialization and all that. So we got to be more thoughtful. You know, we are in big trouble. So I think we have to be more thoughtful, and it's so much more fun, and you can be so much more creative. And also with kind of the idea, you know, I also turned that to a social event. Also, I'm going to be creating in July. It's going to be called Let's Have a Dinner Party Project. And it's going to take place to one in my restaurant at Petit Crenn. And I'm going to partner with a shelter. And we're going to invite, the first one's going to be a woman's shelter. And we're going to invite 20 of those women to come. And we're going to celebrate them. And we're going to cook for them beautiful food out of the food that perhaps we're not using anymore at Petit or Atelier Crenn. We're also going to go to florists. The flower they're not going to use, we're going to make beautiful bouquet, and then we're going to celebrate those women and their children all night long. And then we're going to have 10 seats that's going to be for pay customer. And that money will go directly to the donation to that shelter. And then volunteer will be helping. So it's kind of like, we just have to help each other and give back, but food is so important.
So
you know,
valorize everything.
Yes,
like
and
dignity
absolutely.
of the products.
Yeah, and it's delicious. You know, I mean,
Great.
You go to the market, you pick up an ugly vegetable. A lot of people don't like because it's not pretty. You know, pretty is in the eyes of the beholder.
Yes,
delicious.
And you were talking now about the Atelier Crenn. You were talking about the Petit Crenn, and now the Bar Crenn is opening.
Yes.
So there are already 3. Like a restaurant, a bar, and the Petit Crenn is?
So Bar Crenn is a wine bar.
Yeah.
And the reason why I wanted to do this is to celebrate the winemaker, but the way of making wine and the future of wine, which everything's going to be natural, biodynamic, and natural wine is amazing, and I think that's also the way that we are going there. I'm not trying to be political, but I'm very political. So
no, we don't mention politics. So
everything is political.
Yes,
in life, you know.
This looks very amazing.
Love is political.
I don't disturb you anymore
All right,
because
so
this looks great. Yes.
All right, so here you have it's a shot basically. We want people to drink it. So you have we're putting the mao in it. We just put it a little bit of sisho oil. This is a fermented peach tea that we did with green leaves, you know. Salt on everything, right? This. Then we finish it with a little bit of passion fruit, which is very much in season right now in California, just for acidity. It's delicious with this. Okay, so this is one part of the dish. Put that here. And then, where's my chips, chef? All right.
Are you ready with the first dish, Dominique?
No.
No. Ah.
And then this is the next part of the dish, which is sorry, yeah. So what we did, so the potato is fried in clarified batter, and then we season it with malt vinegar powder and seaweed and gold.
Wow.
Voila.
Wow, what a fish and chips.
And Glenn will never be the same anymore.
So beautiful. This is really, really beautiful, Dominique.
All right, so
and this is the first dish.
That's the first dish, yeah.
Ja, meine Damen und Herren, das ist der erste Teller.
Yes. All right, the second one. So we wanted to, for me, it's important to celebrate also vegetable that I often not use that much, or my grandmother used to cook rutabaga or navet, and navet is a big vegetable in France, turnip.
Turnip.
And it hasn't been used in restaurant for, I think now it's getting more popular, but she used to cook it in a very old way of like salted crust vegetable in the oven, and it was amazing. So it was kind of like remembering about the story that she used to tell me, and how it was important that when you go to the garden, you get the vegetable, and you have to celebrate them, and doesn't matter if it's expensive or not expensive vegetable. So this is the old way of doing it in salted crust. So, and then I wanted to marry that with caviar. And then, so it's a dish that we do at Atelier Crenn. It's a salted crust, a rutabaga or turnip, served with smoked caviar. We make our own caviar. We work with a company and where we get the eggs, and with koji and wakame oil. So we, like I said, we love fermentation, and we love doing our own things. So we do our own koji at Atelier Crenn, and I don't know if you guys know what koji is, but it's the best at use in a lot of product in Japan, when they do miso and all that. So it's basically cooked rice that we fermented and we culture, and then we use it to do a cream with it. So we do the koji, then we do our own crème fraîche, and we mix it. So, and then it's a koji cream that we use with this. So you have like this kind of like funky fermented things with the saltiness of the caviar, the beauty of the spiciness of the Tokyo, and then the wakame oil that just bring also the sea together. And so this is a great dish that I love to make. So,
and you told me about the meaning. Your dish has a special meaning. The interpretation.
Oh,
yes.
Do
you want to share?
Well, yeah, I can share. So it's you know, we go through life, and for me, it's we have to look at life not about what is the luxury. Luxury is not how much you spend and the material things. Luxury come within. And when you have something like that, it's just so emotional when you do a dish like that. So it's kind of it's the meaning of this dish about luxury come from within, not from the outside. So that's what it is. Okay, so what are you doing?
That's what I wanted to ask him too. What is he doing? Überlegen Sie auch schon die ganze Zeit, was da rührt. Deswegen, da braucht man Männer. You have to have a lot of muscles if you want to work at Atelier Crenn, huh?
Well, he doesn't have time to go to the gym. Yes, the gym is Atelier, so he better work out.
To the fitness. What is this?
So this is a salt crust, just like Chef Dominique was talking about. But for this, it's the turnip, which is from the ground, and the caviar, which is from the sea. So we've added wakame to it, ground wakame, which is just a dried seaweed. So as it bakes, it kind of steams the inside with an oceanic flavor, tying together both the land and the sea to kind of bring together the whole theme of the dish.
And so we bake it for 20, 30, 40 minutes, depends the size of the vegetable. Do you want to crack it?
Well, I'm gonna put one in.
Yeah,
I'm gonna put one in wrong. I'm gonna.
Oh yeah.
Wait.
Which one do you want to put?
That here. Musical chairs.
What are you doing? What's going on here? That was not the plan? Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah.
Freestyle.
Freestyle. So it's the same. It's the same. You know, it's the same style of technique. You know, doing anything salted crust. This is very traditional, very old-fashioned. This is one of my favorite naves, one of my favorite vegetables. So I'm going to crack it right now. Do you want to show them? We can show you how we crust it. I think the gloves are over there, yes. And then I'm just... So it's nicely cooked. So what you want to do, you break the crust, you take the turnip out, and then you just want to clean it beautifully. This is weird when it's not in your kitchen and it's just like the skin's coming out like this.
So once again, Dominique, how long did you bake it?
It depends on the size of this, but it can go up to like 40 minutes.
40 minutes.
Yeah, 40
okay.
minutes. Okay, so this is how it goes in the oven, you know, for a little bit. So when I'm going to cut this, it's going to make a beurre monté that's served with a beurre monté. Do you want to start the beurre monté?
The koji cream.
Do the beurre monté first.
What?
And then in the meantime, we're going to do the koji cream also. This is over there. Go ahead.
I need to scale. I just need to slice out this lemon for the beurre monté.
I didn't realize we were going to cook so much here. Okay, guys, you know what a beurre monté is? I use, what is this?
I don't know.
Did they give me alcohol right now? They want me to
bianco.
Drink? Ooh, sake. That's pretty good. Did you ask for wine?
Sake for the...
Yeah, that's true.
Wait.
I need white wine, but there is no white wine. I don't know why there is no white wine here, but that's okay. So the way that I do my beurre monté is a little bit different. I start with a little bit of white wine, a little bit of shallot, garlic, which I don't have here. I don't know why I don't have it, but that's okay. Reduce it, and usually I do a little bit of dashi next to it. I'm going to be using shiro dashi, which is, God, I can't drink this. It's crazy delicious. And I use that in the atelier cooking. We just love that. It's like almost using salt, but this is amazing. Have you tried that before?
No, what is it?
Oh, this is delicious. Shiro dashi. Sudashi.
What is dashi?
No, don't worry, just test it.
Yeah.
Is that good?
It's great.
So, oh, who bring the wine here? That's the wine I was drinking last night. Anyway, so we're going to do a beurre monté here. I'm just going to do it with the butter. Give me this. Do you have any question? Do you have any question?
Can I help you?
Yeah. All right, so he's doing the koji cream here. And you turn it, you cook it, and this is the crème fraîche.
Right.
I'm not sure if it's cooking. It's not hard enough. That's why you work with me. So, oh my God, this is amazing. Look at this. Anyway, I just wow, pretty intense. Please don't take note on the way that I'm cooking because this is not the right way, but that's okay. It's just a beurre monté. I'm just trying to get the sauce out there, here. And so the idea of this dish also, all the flavor that we have, so we're going to have butter. The butter is going to bring the fat content to the dish. Also the koji is going to bring a little bit of fat content. The fermentation. You get the sweetness and the saltiness of the caviar. You get the spiciness of the turnip. And it's all about the emotion about life and as humans. So the way that we like to do things is when we do dishes is need to embrace all the emotion.
Yes,
that
you are doing a very great choreography there. Are you aware of that?
Where's the music? So it's kind of like the idea of like doing. When you eat something, you know, food is language, but food is emotion, and food is the core also of the society. And this is how you can, you know, connect with others. You know.
So for you, it's your form of communication.
Yes.
Yes.
We live in a world of instant gratification, and we live in a world where people do not talk to each other. We are always on the phone. We don't even call mothers or parents. We don't write letters anymore. If we go on a date, it's all about texting. There is no communication. There is no court. There is nothing, you know. So I want people to start to pay attention. We need to reconnect, you know, and food is the vehicle of that. And the thing drives me crazy at Atelier. If someone comes to the restaurant, so if you want to come to my restaurant, you're going to know the rules.
So leave your phones at home.
Leave your phones out at home. Obviously, people want to take pictures, but if you come with someone, when you go have dinner with someone, leave your phone in your pocket and start to talk to each other, because if we stop talking to each other, we're going to start to understand what the world is about. So that's what Atelier Crenn also is about a little bit. How are you doing? But it's important, you know.
Yes.
Obviously, I finish it. I love vinegar. I used to drink that when I was a little girl. I just loved the taste of it. But don't do that, please. It's not like wine. Finish it with a little bit of... okay. How are you doing? You're so cute. All right. Where's the fire? Well, maybe, yes, you get it. So
the caviar, we can smoke it now.
Yeah. All right. So what we do, so we do the caviar, we smoke it. We're not going to smoke it here, but we cold smoke it. This is a caviar from here. It's really nice. From here, no? I thought he had everything ready, but I guess he didn't. Where's the cream? The Finnish one? Yeah. All right. So usually we smoke the caviar for with eucalyptus at work, which eucalyptus is a part of the area of San Francisco. Long time ago, the Australian came to the Bay Area. They gave a gift to the San Franciscan. They gave them trees of eucalyptus, and the San Francisco people was like, okay, trees, and they started to plant it, and it's all over. So we smoke it with eucalyptus usually. So this is a part of the caviar. The part of the koji, are you almost done there?
No, this isn't getting any heat. Yeah. Already.
All right. What I'm going to do is... So basically, the koji and the cream needs to be mixed together, and at the end it's kind of like it's a texture that you're getting. So what we do is we put the koji cream on the plate, and then we add the caviar next to it. And we'll make the oils with it. And then we serve the salt back. So he's going to show you how the cream...
the cream is incredible.
Yeah.
I see it already. Also die ganze Arbeit trägt jetzt gerade ihre Früchte. Can you show it to them, to the camera,
yes.
perhaps? Yes, thank you.
So the koji, we make a rice milk. So yesterday I came in and I blended our koji. I brought it from San Francisco and blended it up with some water, and I let it sit in a very warm area overnight, so it became alive, and I made a rice milk out of the fermented rice. And we thickened it with kuzu. So it's a refined arrowroot starch. It is a gluten-free thickener used in a lot of Japanese techniques. And so we got a really nice texture from it.
And that's the final dish that people, the way they eat it, and they go back and forth. Voila.
So, meine Damen und Herren, are you ready? Here is
It's
the
ready.
second, voila, the second dish. Ladies and gentlemen.
How you doing?
I'm fine, and you?
Good?
Everything ready?
Now it is. You're not fire, so don't be afraid.
Preserved lemon, chef?
Yeah. I did. I put that.
Wait.
I get it.
So, ladies and gentlemen.
Do you guys
This
have any
is-
question?
Yes, sure. I want you to come with me.
Okay.
And because we want, I have another question for you. Yes, sure. So your career is based on your very strong relationship with your childhood, your relationship with your parents. You read us the poem, the homage to your father. And so why did you leave Brittany, where you grew up? And if you look at the homepage, ladies and gentlemen, you will see the portraits of her ancestors, of the grandma, yes, with the
Grandma,
turnips.
Grandpa, Petit Crenn. So I love my country. I love France very much. It's just I think I needed a space to be able to express myself and to just discover who I wanted to be, and France is a beautiful country, but it's very bureaucratic. So, sorry, it's true.
So the United States is less democratic, less bureaucratic.
I will say.
Das habe ich jetzt nicht gesagt.
Cheers, girl. Yeah, maybe I will say now it's less democratic. I'm not American, okay? I'm still French. And I live in San Francisco, which is another part of, it's another country in itself. I know, you know, so, I mean, that's why, you know, a lot of American are just amazing people. What the government is today doesn't reflect what America is about. So I just want to make sure that people know that. That bouffon was... Anyway, crazy, right? France did better, though.
Okay. Yes, they did.
No, I mean, I think it's to understand that sometimes home is not where you're born. Home is where you want to make home. You know,
Oh, that's a wonderful message. Thank you very much. I wanted to ask you if you, as a self-made woman and 50 Best Female Chef 2016, if you have a message for the female cooks in our audience.
Well, I mean, I think what I will say to them and to anyone, you have to go through life with confidence, desire, and wanting to be who you want to be. You're not going to be better than others, and nobody's better than you, and nobody's superior than you, and you have to know that. And, you know, life is not about gender. And it could be, I mean, obviously there is a problem right now, but like, you have the power to make it, you know, to make a better world for yourself and for the future. So I'm going to say female is the future without being too political, but it is. But no, it's just, it's all about balance, but I know that, you have to have confidence, you get a desire, and don't let people to put you down, it's just believe in yourself and just do the things you need to do, and not worry about what the society will tell you to do. It's just what you want to do.
Thank you very much, Dominique. That was great.
All right.
So, believe in yourself, ladies and gentlemen. Dominique Crenn and Felix Santos. But I don't want you to leave now. You have to stay.
Okay, I have to stay.
Because we want to thank you, the organizers of ChefAlps.
Oh.
They have a present. So we just switch because there is. Thank you very much for coming and for accepting the invitation.
Thank you.
And thanks for your poetry. Yes, open it, but it's dangerous.
Is it like
yes?
Is it a Swiss
dangerous
Swiss?
No, it's not sweet.
No, Swiss maybe. No, okay. I don't know.
But it's a Swiss, yes, it's Swiss.
I don't know.
Typical
I
Swiss,
so.
yes.
I
typical from Switzerland. And
oh wow!
So this is a cheese knife. An original Swiss knife, yes, from Sknife, called Sknife.
Beautiful.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I can eat my French cheese with that now.
Yes, but only the French cheese with the Swiss knife. So, ja, meine Damen und Herren, das war Dominique Crenn. Einmal einen großen Applaus, ganz vielen Dank. Und jetzt, bitte wundern Sie sich nicht, wir switchen jetzt ins Französische, denn ich werde gleich in der Minderzahl sein, wenn hier 2 Französischsprachige vor mir stehen. Und wir möchten kurz hier einen Interview-Talk durchführen zum Thema die Bedeutung der internationalen Cooking Summits wie die ChefAlps und wie Sie das so beurteilen aus Ihrer Situation heraus. Und dazu möchte ich den ChefAlps-Botschafter Franck Giovannini, den großen Schweizer 3-Sterne-Koch aus dem Restaurant de l'Hôtel de Ville, Benoît Viollier in Crissier, zu uns auf die Bühne bitten. Bienvenue, Franck.
Ça va?
Alors, vous vous connaissez déjà? Personnellement?
No.
Ah,
mais on se fait la bise.
Non.
Ah, oui.
We kiss everyone, French,
Alors, oui.
I mean, not everyone, but...
Mais comme la première question que je voulais vous poser, c'est l'importance des sommets internationaux de haute cuisine. Alors là, on a déjà un argument. C'est ein point de rencontre. Also, es ist ja so, die beiden haben sich noch nicht gekannt und jetzt haben sie sich hier kennengelernt. Unser erster Argument für die Ausrichtung internationaler Cooking Summits ist erstmal, wir haben einen Treffpunkt, wo man einander kennenlernen kann. So können sich die großen Chefs untereinander kennenlernen. Franck, tu as participé l'année dernière comme chef sur scène.
Bien sûr.
Elle participe cette année. Comment jugez-vous l'importance des participations aux sommets internationaux de haute cuisine?
Bah, tout d'abord, c'est une belle opportunité de rencontrer les chefs,
Yeah.
tu l'as bien dit.
Yeah.
Et ensuite, on a une cuisine, un métier qui évolue, donc ça permet de suivre un peu la tendance, suivre l'évolution, de pouvoir faire découvrir surtout notre beau métier à certains qui ne pourraient ne pas le connaître.
Ja, also es geht darum, die Branche weiterzuentwickeln, sich auszutauschen und eine Plattform zu haben, wo man das auch tun kann.
Ça permet de nouveau de mettre en valeur les nouvelles techniques, ce qu'on essaie de mettre en valeur dans nos restaurants, de pouvoir le montrer à tout le monde.
Und dann auch neue Techniken zu lernen und das dann auch im eigenen Restaurant umzusetzen und das auch dann der ganzen Welt zugänglich zu machen. Et toi, ton impression?
Oui, tout ce qu'il a dit et aussi, oui, les rencontres. Les rencontres sont très importantes. C'est aussi l'occasion, il y a des chefs aussi qui généralement ne peuvent pas voyager, qui sont d'un côté en Afrique du Sud, de l'autre côté ça va être la Russie ou ça peut être autre. Je ne devrais pas parler de la Russie actuellement, mais non, ça pourrait être dans les 2 extrêmes points du monde et c'est une occasion pour aussi comprendre d'autres cultures.
Natürlich
c'est
auch
super important. Et puis faire des bisous à tout le monde.
Ja, sie möchte ja gerne die ganze Welt küssen und es ist wunderbar, dass so die ganze Welt zusammenkommt, auch wenn die Leute vielleicht von ganz weit herkommen und gar nicht so viele Möglichkeiten haben, irgendwo hinzureisen. Also das ist eine Möglichkeit, ja, interkulturellen Austausch.
Ouais, super important.
Et bon, combien de fois est-ce que vous participez aux sommets internationaux, comme ChefAlps par exemple, des points de rencontre comme ça? C'est souvent par an? Ist das oft?
Ouais.
Ich frage jetzt einfach mal, weil das...
Il y a beaucoup, hein.
Il y en a beaucoup.
Il y a beaucoup.
beaucoup?
C'est dur, ouais.
Ah, sie findet, es ist eine sehr harte, anstrengende Arbeit, weil man sehr viel reisen muss. Et vous trouvez le temps pour le faire?
On essaie de trouver le temps, bien sûr on ne peut pas tous les faire. On essaie de participer à ceux qui nous correspondent le plus, les plus importants. Et c'est vrai qu'entre tous ces sommets, tous ces concours, tout ce qui se passe dans nos métiers, on a un métier qui est très diversifié, qui s'ouvre énormément sur le... On le voit, ça se passe à la télé, ça se passe partout. Donc on a des métiers qui bougent un peu dans tous les sens. Et pour suivre un peu la tendance, suivre ça, c'est important d'y participer.
Ja, es ist für ihn ganz, ganz wichtig teilzunehmen. Und jetzt hat man ja auch ganz verschiedene Möglichkeiten. Mittlerweile kann man ja auch über Plattformen jetzt zum Beispiel im Fernsehen, über Serien teilnehmen. Und ja, es ist ein ganz, ganz wichtiger Punkt, der Austausch. Ja, et une dernière question pour toi, Franck. Tu es notre ambassadeur de ChefAlps. Comment tu considères ta mission? Er ist unser ChefAlps-Botschafter und ich frage ihn jetzt natürlich aus Neugier, wie er seine Mission als ChefAlps-Botschafter versteht.
Ma mission, c'est de le mettre en valeur, déjà d'y participer, comme je l'ai fait l'an passé en cuisinant. Cette année, juste en rendant visite, c'est quand même, c'est un peu plus simple quand même, hein, juste d'être là à parler que de cuisiner derrière. Mais après, c'est de le mettre en valeur, c'est d'en parler autour de nous. J'essaie ensuite vraiment de faire découvrir déjà aux chefs, principalement, après qui eux en parlent dans le restaurant, à leurs amis, à leurs connaissances. L'idée de faire connaître vraiment ces rassemblements qui sont pour nous importants et qui sont une belle vitrine de notre métier.
Ja, ja, und alleine durch die Tatsache, dass er hier teilnimmt, einmal als Gastkoch wie letztes Jahr hier auf der Bühne und auch als Botschafter jetzt, möchte er einfach unterstützend zur Seite stehen. Er ist unser Qualitätsgarant für den Event. Bon. Merci bien, Franck. Merci bien.
Oh, merci.
Dominique, je vous remercie beaucoup. Ja. Franck Giovannini und Dominique Crenn können Sie jetzt noch treffen, meine Damen und Herren. Sie werden gleich vorne in unserem Meet-and-Greet-Bereich werden Sie stehen. Dominique hat ein Kochbuch mitgebracht, also wer Interesse hat, kann es sich mal anschauen und sich auch signieren lassen. Und ja, melden Sie sich an für unser Speed-Dating, Ask the Experts. Es werden von 17:15 Uhr bis 17:45 Uhr Experten für Sie in der Speed-Dating-Area zu verschiedenen Themen 5 Minuten individuelle Gesprächstermine anbieten. Und zwar sind das der Daniel Amrein, die Tanja Granditz, Patrick Marxer und Patrick Zbinden. Registrieren Sie sich. Morgen werden wir auch noch zweimal eine halbe Stunde haben. Und jetzt vielen Dank, Dominique Crenn.
Ja. Thank you.
Merci bien, vielen Dank.
Vielen Dank.
Ah, et Franck Giovannini. Und
Merci
vielen
beaucoup.
Dank. Ja.